I think I was started smoking joints at 12 years old, you know, smoking marijuana and stuff, and kind of just progressed. By the time I got to high school, I was already done all the things I wasn't supposed to do, and, you know, all my friends was, you know, they hadn't got there and experienced the things that I experienced yet.
Like the club scene mostly, you know, Fridays and Saturdays, yeah, and so my sisters, you know, that basically it was the drug scene, and that's exactly what it was. And it was the club scene, so it was a place to be, and it was those bingers, those weekends where it was about going to the club, being the top spot in whatever place that may be.
So this right here, man, this is a prime example of I started using crack in this apartment right over here. As you can see, we're not down in the middle of the project somewhere. We're right out here in the country, beside your local community ball field. It's sad, but it's one of them things that people need to be aware of. The drugs is around us, and they're, you know. All right, to not get caught, open up that window unit used to not be in there. You can see where the bricks and stuff are moved. I would take, and whatever drugs I had, I would stick in the brick and put the brick. There was a brick there, so I could shove it back in there real tight. On some pot, so I was like, man, just grab a ½ ounce. You know, the dude's like, I got ½ ounces for 50. So grab one. He pulls out the money. Dude comes through the window. Willie's wife was sitting here. I was sitting right there where you was, and heard 2 shots, boom, boom. And we pulled off from there and took a right, went down, and my buddy Steve got from the back seat, and his Willie, the guy that got shot and died, buddy that he worked with, ran with the guys. That's the only reason we found them. Because, you know, I got to prison, I was more relieved that, okay, I can rest now. And, you know, and I just started speaking to God, and I was like, you know, God, you've heard this 100 times. I was like, I'm sitting here, I'm where you want me to be. I said, I don't want to get in no trouble while I'm here. You know, I just said this prayer, and I was like, I'm gonna read your word every day, and that's what I did.
Church I was going to, Calvary Chapel, Triad, they did their baptism was here. About a month after I got saved, maybe 2 months after I got saved, they had a baptism, and you know, I signed up immediately when I heard about it, because I knew that was what I was supposed to do. I wanted to show people I was living for the Lord. And
you know, personally, I think it's the Lord always having that calling upon your life. I can just remember there was times where I was selling dope that I was convicted and didn't know I was convicted. God was speaking into my life saying, hey, you know what, I got more for you. I would always feel that in the back of my mind. I'm sure it was the same for you. Yeah. But
himself if he wanted to, kind of thing. But he is doing, I mean, I'd say it's 100% turnaround now from the way it was 5 years ago.